Hello, this presentation is intended to provide prospective and current students and other interested parties with essential information pertaining to the 48-hour NCATE accredited MED in School Counseling program in the School of Education at Liberty University. Prior teaching or school counseling experience or counseling experience are not required for entrance into the program or graduation from Liberty's state-approved school counseling program. For program admissions information, please use the link provided on this slide. I am Dr. Rita Schellenberg, Associate Professor and School Counseling Program Director. For more information about my training and experience and for school counselor preparation resources, you are invited to visit my professional website at thenewschoolcounselor.com. As soon as you are admitted into the school counseling program, please be sure to make the one-time purchase of live text so that you are ready to access and load assignments from the start of classes. Even if you are taking a school counseling course as an elective, live text is required. Live text is not optional. The background check is also required, and you need to begin this process immediately since it takes much time to fully complete the process. Please do not disregard this because you believe the background check you had during your employment in the schools will satisfy this requirement. Make contact immediately using the link in this slide above and ask questions as needed. Please do not contact faculty, course instructors about background checks. Use the link provided above for information and questions. Currently, the Praxis 2 School Counseling Specialty Exam is not required for completion of our program. However, it may be required for licensure in your state, so please know your state's licensure requirements. Please also stay abreast of program changes from semester to semester, since the Praxis 2 School Counseling Specialty Exam could be required again in the future. Students complete 48 hours of coursework with 4 required intensives in residence courses noted in the DCP on the slide. Students must complete all core counseling and school counseling courses prior to enrollment in internship. Internship is discussed later in this presentation. Please do not wait and ask questions pertaining to the school counseling program and requirements. Be prepared. Online learning is effective and efficient, but does require much reading, research, foresight, and thoughtful questions to ensure that you stay informed and on track with your program planning. Students need to read the Field Experience Summary, which is often referred to as the FES, in the Liberty Online Advising Guide early in the program to ensure that you have accrued the appropriate experiences in the required settings during the program. It is important to thoroughly review the degree completion plan, sometimes referred to as the DCP, prior to enrollment in the school counseling program to ensure that you have the time and resources to complete program requirements. Students must complete all core counseling and school counseling courses prior to enrollment in internship. Internship is discussed later in this presentation. It is very important to follow the course sequencing guide. The course sequencing guide is the second page of the program DCP for the school counseling program and offers students the ideal plan for completing the degree in school counseling. It is very important that students take the school counseling specialty course EDUC 661 as their first in-residence intensive. This course will help students to understand professional school counseling and how subsequent courses related to the profession of school counseling and to the roles and functions of the school counselor apply. Taking this course early also allows students the opportunity to ask questions, to understand the program fully, and to understand how internship process and structure is arranged. EDUC 660, Principles of School Counseling, is not a prerequisite to EDUC 661, School Counseling Program and Development and Evaluation. Some of your courses in the school counseling program require field experiences. These practical experiences are aimed at exposing students to the K-12 settings in which they plan to work early and throughout the program of study. These course experiences cannot be counted toward internship hours discussed in this presentation. Local students are not permitted to contact schools directly to inquire about course-embedded field experiences or to inquire about internship placements. Even if you are employed in that particular school division, please go through our Gate 3 office. Local school divisions have requested that Liberty University students go through our field placement office, our Gate 3 office. Please visit the link on this slide to learn more about local and external field experiences or internship placement procedures. Course-embedded field experiences require that students download field experience evaluation forms from LiveText to take to host schools. This is a School of Education requirement. The contact at the host school completes the form immediately following the field experience, and the student will scan that form with the original signature of the host school contact and load it back to LiveText. Please do not ask for special consideration due to life circumstances such as child care, job, travel, limitations, personal and professional obligations. Many students face these obstacles when planning how to serve their internship hours. Please understand that we must adhere to established policies as required by the state for licensure and for maintaining program accreditations. Students need to read the field experience summary in the Liberty Online Advising Guide early in the program to understand the diverse array of experiences expected of students during this program and during internship. Currently, the Praxis 2 in school counseling is not a requirement for completion of our program, but as mentioned earlier, please be sure you know the licensure requirements for your state. Your state may well require the Praxis 2 school counseling specialty exam. If the Praxis 2 school counseling specialty exam is required for your state, my best advice for you is to wait until you are at the end of the program, and that is all the courses that are on your DCP are met, and certainly wait until you have taken all the counseling and school counseling courses before taking that exam. The 300 hours must include a minimum of 120 clock hours of direct student contact. The remaining 180 clock hours may be direct or indirect. Students should refer to the Field Experience Summary Form or to the School Counseling Program Handbook to identify those duties that constitute direct and those that constitute indirect contact hours. At least 100 hours must be at the elementary school level, and 100 hours must be at the secondary level, which may be middle school or high school. Students may elect to serve 150 hours in each setting for a total of 300 hours, or students may elect to serve 200 hours in one setting and 100 hours in the other. This is at your discretion. Please do not ask for special considerations, again, due to life circumstances. We understand that sometimes life gets in the way, but please make every effort to ensure that you'll be able to serve the internship when you begin the program here at Liberty University. Site supervisors must be on site. If a site supervisor wishes to have an intern engage in an experience at another school at the same level within that division, this is acceptable as long as the site supervisor is readily available during the event or activity or program to provide supervision as needed and has other experienced school counselors at the receiving school willing to offer supervision as needed, in addition to continued supervision by the site supervisor of record during these special events. Students who are seeking licensure as a school counselor outside of the state of Virginia, please review your state's requirements. If your state requires more than a 300-hour internship, you may wish to enroll in EDUC 699 twice for the additional hours required by the state in which you plan to practice. Please refer to the School Counseling Program Handbook to fully understand the details of enrollment in EDUC 699 when you're doing this twice. All of the 300 hours and course assignments must be met in the first enrollment in EDU 699. If you find yourself experiencing difficulties in your internship, please contact your faculty supervisor immediately. Do not wait. We will want to establish a plan of action as quickly as possible and involve your site supervisor.